Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to the third video of the KonMari series. If you're just joining us here in the middle, then I'm Shaina. It's very nice to meet you. What I want to do right now is I want to take you through my personal experience with KonMari, the life-changing magic of tidying up. Prior to this video, I did two other videos. The first one on why this method is so life-changing, and the second on the steps on how to do it yourself. So again, if you're just joining us and really have no idea what I'm talking about, you can go ahead and watch those videos. I will put the links in the description box below. And with all of that being said, I invite you into my living space. I'm Shaina, and I love sharing ways on how to better yourself and how to create a beautiful life. Going into this, I was a little bit nervous because I already live a pretty simplistic lifestyle, and I think that's just because I'm somewhat familiar with the concept of how our living spaces relate to what's going on up here. So I don't have much because I've done some major clean outs over the past few years. I know other people who have used the KonMari method will come out with 30 trash bags full of stuff to discard, but my trash bags are long gone at Goodwill, and I think I was just thinking, what am I gonna end up with after all of this is said and done? Not much. But with that being said, I was up for the challenge to go even deeper with the concept and really reduce and minimize even more. Go Shaina. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I started the process at 7 a.m. sharp. Now, Marie Kondo suggests getting dressed up for the event. I opted for a tank top and shorts because wearing anything besides sweatpants while cleaning is pretty much getting dressed up in my book. I started by throwing every single piece of clothing that I own into a big pile and then separating them into subcategories, and then I started the discarding process. So this is my discard pile. It's kind of like a big mound of clothes. I don't even really know exactly, oh hello dog, how many items are in here. So I just wanted to tell you how I made out with everything. When I went through all my clothing, there were, of course, items that were no-brainers, and I was like, oh my god, I absolutely love that. Total keep pile, especially newer items, right, that I recently bought. And then on the flip side, there were no-brainers as far as, yeah, I'm not really into that, I don't really love that, and it goes straight into the discard pile. Then there were items that were kind of in between, where I would hold it in my hand and ask the magic question, does this spark joy? But I just found myself like, I don't know, does it? I just wasn't completely sure. So what I did was I went back through all of the clothes again, not the ones that were in the discard pile, I just kept these here, just the keep pile, and I would take each item in my hand, and instead of saying, does this spark joy, I kind of came up with other questions. I would say, do I absolutely 100% love this? Or better yet, would I want to see this in my ideal future closet? That question was kind of the magic question for me. I might actually go through my keep pile just one last time really quickly and just see if there's, you know, one or two or three more things that I'm just not sure about and that need to go in the discard pile, because I feel in my gut that there are. This is minimalistic living right here. So that is the amount of clothes that I have left that hang in my closet. So as you can see, it's a very minimum amount, and I wasn't freaking out like I thought I would. I thought I was gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I have no clothes. And I mean, I really don't have a lot here. Obviously I have a lot of clothes that need to be folded, but as far as hanging up, this is all we have. So my closet looks pretty bare. Look at all of these empty hangers. And then my white hangers, I was like, girl, it is time to upgrade. I've been wanting nice hangers for years, and I just never did it. I don't know why. So I went out and I bought the nice velvet ivory hangers to put my clothes on. So I'm excited to do that, to have a closet that's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. That's where we're at. I'm gonna start folding all my t-shirts and tank tops and everything. I'm literally sweating right now. Folding and storing took a long time, but I was so surprised as to how much I loved my clothes standing up vertically. The concept just made a lot of sense to me when I saw it. So these are all of my pants, or my jeans too, folded the KonMari way. I naturally did a video for you guys if you don't know how to fold them. So they all should be standing vertically and not flat, not on top of each other. The only thing I may have a hard time getting on board with is the folding of socks. I am probably gonna miss sock balls. Yep, I said it, sock balls. Oh God, help me. Hi guys. Now I have moved on to the book category after about 6 to 7 hours. Clothing just took so long. It just took so long because folding took so long. At least I don't have to fold books, I guess. I think the most surprising thing about all of this so far is just how much work it is. I feel like I've just been nonstop. My back's kind of hurting. That might just be old age though. I'm gonna kind of speed through this, see which ones spark joy and which ones don't, and then I'll be on to papers. So yeah, I feel like I'm out of breath and I'm still sweating, guys. For a while, I really liked the idea of having every book I've ever bought and or read on my bookshelf, even if I didn't necessarily love it. But when I read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, the author said, what greater happiness, right, for a book lover to have only books that you absolutely love in your bookshelf. For some reason that really spoke to me and totally changed my perspective on things. I already know that this book, I'm probably putting in the discard pile. I bought this book because he was promoting it or whatever, and I haven't read it. This is very left brain stuff, and I am a very right brain person. And Marie Kondo says, if you have books but you haven't read them, its purpose was to teach you that you didn't need them. So this is definitely one of them. And honestly, even when I look through it, which you're not supposed to do, but this just does not spark joy, so I'll just put that over here for now. I'm actually getting rid of a lot more than I thought I would, so success. Then I moved on to the third category, which was papers. Oh man, papers. I just feel tired. I just feel like overwhelmed, but the thing that helps me, the thing that keeps me motivated is just looking around and seeing the simplicity right now. And that's just really motivating me to keep going and keep simplifying. It's just a lot of work, and I can't imagine how people do this with like huge houses. For some reason, this is the most, or at least it feels like the most therapeutic category for me. I don't know why. Papers was probably the hardest category, but yet the most effective category for me. I knew that I was a visual person, but man, oh man, I did not realize I had that many papers. Granted, about 95% of the papers that I did have were OCD organized. I mean, every notebook, every folder, every binder was labeled, beautifully placed. I will give me props for that. I had so many school notes, old client folders. I had ripped out recipes from magazines and put it in its own folder. Like I'm ever gonna use those. Interior design pictures. Obviously that was BP before Pinterest. Manuals, health insurance booklets, blog posts that I had liked and printed. I got rid of so much, and I gotta tell you, if I hadn't read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, I probably wouldn't have had the same confidence. I just felt really confident that I wasn't gonna need them anymore. I wasn't gonna miss them. I was like, I'm not gonna ever use these manuals. I'm really never gonna look back on these notes. I'm never going to cook that meal. Let's be honest. It felt really good to get rid of all that stuff. Komono. Keep things because you love them, not just because. And yeah, that's it. I look like a hot mess right now. Whew. Yeah, nobody judge. Mementos. I have one bin back east at my mom's house of my special things, but I gotta say, I'm like 100% confident that if that bin was here, I wouldn't discard of anything. I know exactly what's in that bin. They're really special things for me. I did have one folder here that was actually labeled stuff for home, like pictures from my niece and the last birthday card that my dad ever gave me and things like that. So those were keepers, but I did go through and I did discard some things that just didn't really speak to my heart. The other category, I threw away mysterious cords as told to do, spare buttons. I went underneath my bed and I threw out all like my old video props and all my boxes that all my electronics came in, all the little odds and ends, and that really felt like the icing on the cake for me. This weekend, I'm gonna go through my bathroom, my storage closet, things like that. I just did not get around to it that day because I was working my butt off for 12 hours, and that is not an exaggeration. In the end, I filled up 4 bags of paper, 2 huge trash bags of clothing and shoes, a bag of 25 books and journals, and then a couple of bags of just general trash. So again, because where my space was at and how simplistic it was before, that was a lot for me. And just some final thoughts on my experience. I think the best way to describe this to you guys is that it really does feel like a complete detox. It is so therapeutic in the sense that you're really ridding yourself of all this crap that's weighing you down. And I mean that literally and figuratively speaking, right? And you come out the other side feeling so much lighter. I mean, right now, I feel like I'm on the brink of positive change. I'm just ready to move forward. You're really taking all of this junk from your past and you're letting it go, and then it's allowing you to step into just this clean, clear, fresh space, this new beginning. So with that being said, I highly recommend you guys give this a shot. I think that once you go simplistic, you really never go back. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up right below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for a new, fun, informative, inspiring video every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I will see you back here next Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.